What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, this is going to be kind of rough. This is going to be kind of deep. Stay with me as I lay it out for us, okay? Love. Talking about love. This is going to get kind of deep. One of the hardest things that I've had to go through, learn, was that everybody don't know how to love unconditionally. Stay with me, I promise you, we're gonna go somewhere and it's gonna get deep. Again, lay the background. Again, you guys already know as far as me losing my mom when I was 2, being sexually molested at the age of 6 twice. I didn't grow up feeling like I was loved. I didn't grow up feeling like I was accepted, that I was worthy of love. Okay? The family that I was raised with, man, they were Christians, but they were dogmatic in their approach and very negative and toxic at best. You know what I mean? Very judgmental, very self-righteous, very condemning. And so I didn't grow up feeling like I was accepted. I didn't grow up feeling like I was worthy of love. Even to the point of, man, God don't even love me. Because if God loved me, he wouldn't allow me to go through all the stuff that I went through. Therefore, in my mind, as a little kid, I wasn't worthy of love. Okay? I had all this love, but nobody gave it back to me. Nobody reciprocated it. And so I grew up pouring out all of my love into anybody, everybody, okay? Hoping that somebody would find me worthy of loving me back like that. Hoping that somebody, anybody, would be capable of loving me the way I love others. Okay? My love is unconditional. It's always been unconditional. I don't give a damn what you've done to me. Man, I may be mad, I may be hurt, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna still love you. I may not trust you, but I'm still gonna love you. And the truth be told, I'm still gonna want the best for you. Even if it's not me. Okay? And so, again, I'm pouring my love into all these people. And I got to the point where it's like, man, what the fuck is wrong? What's wrong with people? How come they can't love me back? And da-da-da-da. And I became very self-righteous, very angry and bitter. That how can I be so full of love? How can I be so free and just willing to give my love to anybody, to everybody? And yet, for whatever reason, nobody was willing to give that to me. People loved me, women loved me, as long as I was giving them shit. Women loved me as long as I was making them feel like they were on top of the world. As soon as I stopped doing that, man, their love was gone. As soon as I stopped doing that, man, I wasn't shit. As soon as I stopped doing those things to make them feel like they were queen of the world or on top of the world, as soon as I stopped doing anything like that, as soon as I stopped catering to them, in their mind, I wasn't shit. And they started telling me, everybody, he ain't shit, he's a fake, he's a fraud, and da-da-da-da-da. And I couldn't understand that. And what God had to show me is, Elijah, it's not that you're not worthy of love. The problem isn't that all these other people. The problem is you and your selection. We're going there today. Stay with me. And so what God was showing me is, Elijah, you keep choosing people that show you that you're not worthy of the love that you deserve. Elijah, you keep choosing people who are only capable of giving you, quote unquote, conditional love. Because they haven't healed. They haven't grown the fuck up. And so as long as you're pandering to them, as long as you're giving them what they want, they're going to think the world of you. And as soon as you stop doing that, all their insecurities, their fears and rejection and abandonment issues and everything else is going to kick in, and they're going to think that you're not giving them love and you're cheating on them and all this other bullshit. There are worse fears that are going to come to fruition for them. Because you gave them so much and you did so much for them. And as soon as you pause, take a break and stop doing it just to see what happened, man, now their worst fears kick in. Oh, he don't really think I'm worthy of this, and he don't really like me like this. He must be giving it to some other bitch and da-da-da-da-da. And all this other stupid shit that ain't got nothing to do with reality becomes reality for them. It is what it is. So what I had to learn was, I have to find somebody that's capable of giving me love back the way I deserve love. I have to find somebody who's done the work. I have to find somebody who's emotionally mature enough to handle unconditional love and that can reciprocate unconditional love. And that's hard because the great majority of us ain't done the fucking work. The great majority of us have no fucking idea what unconditional love is. We think the only person capable of unconditional love is God. We think the only person capable of unconditional love is you and your kids. And that's you loving your kids. It is what it is. The truth is, you deserve unconditional love. You got to figure out why you don't deserve unconditional love and why you keep putting yourself in situations to receive conditional love from people that are unhealed. And what God had to show me is, Elijah, you keep doing that because the truth is you're comfortable there. You're subconsciously choosing people that are incapable of loving you unconditionally. You're not even consciously doing it. You're subconsciously choosing these type of people because that's what you're conditioned to believe that you believe. Or you're conditioned to believe that's what you deserve. You're conditioned to believe that's all you're going to get in life. And so you settle. You settle for that bullshit because you think that's all there is. You settle for that bullshit because you don't think you deserve the real thing. You don't think there's anyone out there that loves like that. And it's not that there's nobody out there that loves like that. It's the simple fact that you're not on a frequency to receive love like that because your belief and your ego has you so fucked up and so twisted, you don't think you deserve that. And because you don't think you deserve that, you're not on the vibration to receive that. And because you're not on the vibration to receive it, you don't get it. You receive what you're on the vibration to receive. Let me say that again. You receive what you're on the vibration to receive. You receive bullshit and toxic ass love that ain't love, but you call it love because subconsciously that's what you believe you deserve. Subconsciously you believe you deserve somebody mistreating you. Subconsciously you believe you deserve somebody that's going to dog you out. Somebody that's going to play games with you. Somebody that's going to use and abuse you. Somebody that's going to cheat on you. That's what you subconsciously believe. And that's what you get. You get what you believe. You get what you believe you deserve. And I know there's a lot of us that, no, I know I deserve a real king. I deserve a real man. I deserve a real woman. No, the fuck you don't. You don't believe that. You say that, but you don't believe that. Because if you believed it, you wouldn't live the life that you live. If you believed it, you wouldn't be on the low toxic vibration that you're on. You wouldn't be doing stupid ass shit that you're doing. So many of you push away good guys because they're boring or whatever the case may be. You push them away. And you push them away because you don't believe that you deserve a real good man. Some of you dudes, you've rejected good women. You've dogged out good women because the truth is, you really don't believe that you deserve a queen. And it is what it is. We got to learn to dive deep. You hear me talking about this all the time. We got to dive into the subconscious thoughts. We got to dive into our fears and insecurities and just all the other stuff. I know a lot of us don't like going back down our past and remembering our past and talking about our past and all. That's the only way you're going to fucking grow. Yet you shift your attention from the pain and the suffering and the trauma of your past, of allowing that to hurt you and dog you and manipulate you and control you. You shift your focus from that crap. And you shift your focus to the lesson. What was this supposed to teach me? Not about the other people. What is this supposed to teach me about me? Why do I keep attracting people like this? Why do I keep attracting relationships like this? What is this teaching me about me? What is it that I need to heal from? I got this one gray hair right here. What is this teaching me about me? What is it supposed to teach me about me? And as soon as you learn that lesson, you move on. But every now and then, God, Source, Universe, the Most High will bring you right back to that situation, that lesson. Why? Because there's a deeper meaning to it. There's a deeper lesson to it. There's another parable. It's just now you're more emotionally mature to be able to handle that deeper lesson. Now you have a little more understanding. You'll be able to handle that wisdom a little better. There's lessons to this. There's levels to this. There's levels to the understanding of your past. Just because you move beyond your past don't mean that you understand everything about your past. Just because you said you've healed from your past doesn't mean that you've learned everything that God is going to teach you from your past. He's going to keep bringing you back to your past. Why? Because there's deeper meanings, deeper levels, deeper wisdom, deeper understanding, deeper insight to your past. And it is what it is. That's why you could read a book or you could read the Bible or any other book and you could hear something or you could read something and one day it takes on this meaning. It's like, oh shit, that's what it means and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because that's what resonates with you on the level you're at. 2 years from now, you could come back and read the same thing, the exact same thing, and get a totally different message. Get a totally different meaning. And it's like, oh shit, I didn't even see that the first time. I've read this like 1,000,000 times and I never understood this. Why is it that I never understood it? Because you didn't resonate with that, because you weren't on the frequency to go that deep at that time. There's levels to this. We got to grow up. We got to grow up emotionally and understand we ain't got this all figured out. I don't give a damn how deep you think you are. I don't give a damn how woke, how enlightened you think you are. I don't care how spiritual you think you are. I don't care how connected to source, God, universe you think you are. You got to grow up still. You got to keep growing up. You don't stop growing up emotionally. You don't stop growing intellectually. Man, we got to grow up and understand that you never outgrow your past. I'm gonna say that again because I know that didn't hit you. I know that didn't sit right with a lot of you. You think that's bullshit. Let me explain it to you. You never outgrow your past. And what I mean by you never outgrow your past, the pain, the trauma, the experiences you've gone through, you never outgrow that. And what I mean by that is God, source, universe is going to keep taking you back there to understand something deeper. To understand something deeper. To give you more insight. To give you more knowledge and awareness of who you are. And why you are the way you are. Because you're not perfect. Every one of us still has character defects. I've been doing this path, on this journey, 30 years. 30 fucking years I've been walking this journey as far as meditating and just trying to get connected to source and just understanding who the fuck I am and diving deep into my subconscious thoughts and fears and insecurities and self-hatred and self-abandonment issues and all. I've been doing this shit for 30 fucking years. And you never arrive. See, so many of us, we think, man, it's the destination. Man, when I get there, I'm going to be da-da-da. It's never about the destination. It's always about the journey. And the journey is always inward. Inward. So many of us keep talking about, man, I'm releasing everything that don't no longer serve me, and da-da-da. And that's great. But you can't release your past. You can't release the shit that you've gone through in life. You can release your negative attachments to it, but you can't release the class. You can't release the lesson. Why? Because the lesson in the class never ends. You got to catch that. The class and the lesson never ends. It's supposed to never end. It only ends for those people who are narcissistic. It only ends for those people whose ego has fucked them up, making them think that, man, okay, I've gotten everything I can get from that, and I can't learn nothing else from that, so I'm cutting it off, and it no longer serves me, blah, 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 and all this super spiritual bullshit that we're spewing and don't know what the fuck we're talking about. We got to grow up. And we got to understand, dang, okay. 1994, I made this quote. Wisdom and love is found deep within the jungles of the mind. Most are not courageous enough to enter therein and just glance at it from afar. I'm gonna say it again. 1994, I penned this quote. Wisdom and love are found deep within the jungles of the mind. Most are not courageous enough to enter therein and just glance at it from afar. What was I saying? Most of us aren't willing to dive deep within ourselves to understand what the fuck is going on. To understand, why do I keep attracting toxic love like this? Toxic relationships like this? What is it about me? See, what we do is we shift the blame to everybody else. Dudes ain't shit, women ain't shit, black women ain't shit, da-da-da-da-da-da. And we got all the stupid shit we say. Because we don't want to dive deep and look at the truth. We don't want to dive into the subconscious thoughts. We don't want to dive into the jungle of our mind. That's the subconscious thoughts. Because it's scary. We're afraid of what we're going to find. And so we just glance at it from afar. We just sit back and just look at it through the lives of other people. We live vicariously through the lives of other people. We watch romance movies and all this other stuff. Why? Because we want to feel like that. We want that experience, but we don't want to do the fucking work to get there. And so we live through the lives of others. Through movies and love novels and all this other fictitious shit. It is what it is. We got to grow up. We got to understand that, man, there's always going to be work to do. I'm always going to have to work on me. I'm never going to be perfect. But I have to be comfortable in my own skin. It's like, okay, I'm cool with who I am and where I am in life. That doesn't mean that I stop growing. That doesn't mean that I stop meditating and stop doing the work. It just means I'm grateful for the lessons I've gone through. I appreciate the pain and the trauma and the struggles I've gone through in life. I appreciate the lessons and the wisdom that they've given me. And in divine timing, God, source, universe, will allow me to be triggered again. And he'll show me, okay, now you got to deal with this. Let's look at this. Let's tackle this. I know you thought everything was great. But there's this issue right here that you haven't addressed. There's this issue right here you didn't even know existed until you just got triggered. Because class is always in process. I give you a reprieve. I give you a break. You're on recess. You're on lunch. And you're having fun and living life and just doing the most. And you think the class is over. The class is not over. God is just giving you a break. You're just hanging out with your friends, enjoying life on recess. On your lunch break. But in divine timing, that bell's gonna ring and the trigger's gonna be sound and you're gonna have to deal with some shit. You're gonna have to dive deep again. And again. And again. This is the process of life. This is the process of growing the fuck up emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. This is the process of becoming our greatest version of ourselves. It is what it is. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. We have to grow up. And we have to understand that, man, it's a beautiful process when you're tapped into the right frequency. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's a challenge. Yes, it's a struggle. But it's still a beautiful process. I love you guys. Thank you for rocking out with me. Namaste. The God in me, the light in me, the love in me, the wisdom in me sees, recognizes the God, the love, the light, and the wisdom in each and every one of you. Happy healing, family. Peace.